High blood pressure affects more than 1 in 4 adults in England, however half of people with high blood pressure are not diagnosed or receiving treatment. Although blood vessels can usually handle fluctuations in blood pressure, when blood pressure regularly rises above 140/90ths of a millimeter Hg, causing hypertension, it can lead to more serious problems, including heart attack. One health expert has identified which types of exercise may worsen the condition. Deepak L. Bhatt, editor-in-chief at Harvard Heart Letter, explained that most types of strength training are considered beneficial for those with well-controlled blood pressure. Strength training is defined as physical activity which works the muscles against opposing forces, usually practiced with elasticized bands, dumbbells, and other free weights. Bhatt explained, when you perform any type of exercise, whether it's aerobic, strength training, stretching, or even balance exercises, both blood pressure and heart rates increase to meet the greater demand for oxygen from your muscles. Some research suggests that during exercise, isometric exercise may boost blood pressure more than dynamic exercise, but the evidence isn't conclusive. How to get rid of visceral fat? 2 types of fruit to avoid at all costs to help burn fat. Bhatt explained that dynamic exercises usually work the muscles and joints, such as a biceps curl or a squat, while isometric exercises are performed against an immobile object, like a wall or the floor. He added, people who have high blood pressure, especially if it's not optimally controlled, should be cautious about any movements that involve lifting very heavy weights, not just loaded barbells at the gym, but also heavy furniture or boxes. That's because the sudden, intense effort can cause your blood pressure to spike, especially if you hold your breath, which people sometimes do in an attempt to increase their effort. During strength training exercises, be sure to exhale as you lift, push, or pull, and inhale as you release. Don't miss How to Live Longer, the anti-aging drink that can regulate cholesterol and blood pressure. Tips: popular supplement could raise risk of atrial fibrillation, experts warn. Insight Guy Martin says his diagnosis is a load of tripe but adds it's why I am the way I am. Insight: in some cases however, being active has been proven to significantly lower blood pressure by keeping the heart and vessels in good shape, and lowering the risk of a stroke. While isometric exercise may cause blood pressure to rise considerably, other exercises have been shown to lower blood pressure. Bhatt noted, it's clear that just with aerobic or endurance exercise, such as walking, jogging, cycling or swimming, strength training can help lower your blood pressure if you do it consistently. The vessels in the body carry the equivalent of over 7,500 liters of blood, which delivers oxygen and nutrients like glucose and amino acids to the body's tissues. Blood flow through the body exerts a force on the muscular walls of the blood vessels, which is what causes blood pressure. Blood pressure rises and falls with the phases of the heartbeat, but is at its highest during systole. Systolic pressure is when the heart contracts to force blood through the arteries. On the other hand, when the heart is at rest between beats, blood pressure falls to its lowest value, which refers to diastolic pressure. A typical healthy individual produces a systolic pressure between 90 and 120 mm Hg, mercury, and diastolic pressure between 60 and 80 mm Hg. Taken together, a normal reading is a bit less than 120/90ths of a millimeter Hg. Lifestyle choices: certain lifestyle factors, like eating a high-salt diet, will lead to higher blood pressure, as extra water retention prompts the heart to beat harder to push the blood through the veins. Stress can also release hormones such as epinephrine and norepinephrine, that constrict key vessels, thereby increasing the resistance to flow and raising pressure. Conversely, when a person is dehydrated, their blood volume can decrease, leading to a drop in blood pressure, which means the organs don't receive the oxygen and nutrients they need. According to the British Heart Foundation, symptoms of high blood pressure include blurred vision, nosebleeds, shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, headaches. Related articles: the anti-aging drink that can regulate cholesterol and blood pressure. Guy Martin says his diagnosis is a load of tripe ready for winter. Vaccine booster rollout starts next month.